What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Yazoo. That's right, I'd like to start by apologizing to Han Solo. He sent me some Yazoo singles a couple months ago, but because they were in email form, eventually your inbox gets more emails and stuff moves down the page and eventually onto the second page. And bottom line, because he and a couple other people have made hard drives, or like, not hard drives, like Google Drives or online drives available to me to start going through more music, I eventually sort of forgot about the ones that were sent in email form. So apologies to Han Solo, but we're here to do the first of 4 Yazoo singles. And given the description that Han Solo gave me for this one, my understanding is that it's an instrumental. It's called, is it Chinese Detectives? Yeah, Chinese Detectives, and it's listed as Live 82, so this is apparently a live Yazoo performance. But obviously we're not going to be hearing Moyette's voice, so I am, intrigued as to how this may sound different or similar to, let's say, early Depeche, to maybe early Erasure, which will come a couple years after this. So, bottom line, I am intrigued by this sort of anomalous Yazoo track in that it doesn't have part of what made them so memorable and famous, which is the combination of Vince's sonics with Allison's voice. And I am personally wondering, having heard Vince Clarke and a few different things, how this may sound similar to what he was doing, a little bit earlier with Depeche or a little bit later with Erasure. So, in any case, let's get it. This is Yazoo. The track is Chinese Detectives, and it's live from 1982. I've been crowd into it, like clapping along. Hello. I love that. Oh, it went to an even better place than I thought it was going to. Oh, I love it. It's like a cold melody. I like the pace too. I heard that whistle. I like that other little synth layer that popped in for a minute right at the change. It's crazy, 40 years old, this dude. Kind of like a haunting quasi-choral like layer. This is really cool. I made this joke about instrumental Depeche tunes, but what's Allison doing right now? It's kind of like, that's Vince? Does he know his mic's on? Sounds like he was kind of running through a mental checklist there. I love this though. The sonics are brilliant. And I do like those halts. That's more like a clap. Imagine seeing Yazoo live. It's like you'd be one of the few people who like actually saw a unicorn.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, shout out to Vince. I don't know what he was saying in those, like, I think there was a spoken word bit, like, kind of right near the beginning, too, and maybe it was, very similar to the bit at the end, but I could barely even hear what he was saying, so, yeah, it sounds like it wasn't so much like lyrics per se as perhaps like a live performance kind of, flourish, like he was just improvising, I'm not sure. But sonically fantastic. Again, that main sort of melodic line had this sort of cold texture to my brain. Not sure if other people hear that, but I like how there were some other like quick melodic synth layers. There was one at like the measure changes, and then there was one near the end that was kind of like it was almost call and response with the main. It was like sneaking in like on the back side of the main melody. So yeah, very cool tune. It's interesting. I'm trying to remember. Because I think, yeah, that's what Han Solo said, that their only other instrumental, so to speak, was I before E except after C, which is very much not an instrumental in the sense that there's a lot of talking in it, but it's not really music either. It's crazy. That's a crazy tune. I did skip over it when I reacted to Upstairs at Eric's. Maybe at some point I'll come back and do that one, just because it's like, it wouldn't really be a music reaction. It'd be like a sort of abstract art reaction. But yeah, bottom line, we'll come back and do that at some point. But yeah, my understanding is this is the only instrumental, which makes me think, is it two? I know there's at least one instrumental on Speak and Spell. I'm trying to remember if there's two. But yeah, bottom line, it's when it's an instrumental tune from early Depeche or Erasure or the sort of brief moment in time of Yazoo, it feels like, you're getting like ideas straight from Vince's brain. So yeah, bottom line, I enjoyed that a great deal. Be keen to hear what y'all think of this. I don't know the context in which it was released. I assume it was just part of a single that had like a live like recording on it, which I know like some singles from back in the day, I know that they would include like a live track, so I don't think that would be unprecedented. But yeah, let me know the context of when and on what release this came out. Other than that, I will see you next time. Peace.